Hello everybody and welcome on into another LEGO Marvel custom set review on my channel. Today is the long overdue video that I've been trying to plan for so long but just didn't have the time to make, and that of course is the missing LEGO Captain America Brave New World sets. Assuming that we keep the Red Hulk vs. Captain America battle set, I have created two larger scale sets as well as just included one poly bag on the side to add along to this release. So without further ado, let's get on straight into the smallest set, which of course is the poly bag. And for this set, I really just wanted to update the Captain America minifigure that we got in the Red Hulk battle set. And for this, I gave him dual molded arms and dual molded legs, as well as just changed up the color a bit from that bright red to a dark red, as I feel it fits the suit a little bit more. Also included is a brand new build for the wings, and I think this one is so much better, as well as just fits the character so much more, as it has so many different ways you can pose it. There are ball joints at the tip of the wings, as well as the little wing flaps so you can move those around, as well as on the back they are attached by a 1x1 clip that can rotate a little bit so you can get different angles for the wings, as you guys will see shortly. Spinning the figure around to the back, you can see all of the printed parts that I created for the build there, as well as the little points at which the wings can fold down, as well as they can fold up a little bit too. Of course, on the back is a Red Wing print, the same one that came in the CMF series a couple of years ago, as well as the back features the same relative build that is used for the actual set that came out. Of course, here's another picture of him just showing more posability of those wings, which is just the best thing that I created for it. I wanted to make the wings so much more flexible, and I think it turned out perfectly. But this isn't even scratching the surface of these sets I have created. And here is the box art for the set 76925 Captain America. The set actually fits in within the polybag guidelines, having only 34 pieces, which is just perfect. And now moving straight on into the next set, starting off with the figures. There are two for this set, and this was just a scene, a part of the movie that I just knew I had to create in LEGO. The first figure in this set, of course, is Sam Wilson in a civilian outfit. Nothing much really here other than a brand new face and torso print. However, this next figure is one that I had so much fun creating, and that of course is Seth Volker, also known as Sidewinder. For his character, I had to create a brand new face, torso, as well as just leg printing for the character. He has his iconic trench coat from the movie with his vest underneath there, as well as comes with a knife and revolver as an accessory. And for his face, I made sure to model it off of the Moff Gideon one that came out earlier last year, while also giving him that Widow's Peak hairpiece there in dark gray. If you guys haven't guessed already what this set is based off of, this of course is the ambush scene from about the midway point in the movie where Sidewinder finds and tracks down Sam Wilson. So for the build, I created a brand new truck able to fit one minifigure inside, as well as a little side build including a front of a junkyard, as well as a little bit of fire for what you will see a little bit later. The truck is fairly simple, however I wanted to create a little play feature with the set. So at the middle section of the truck, you can split it off. It uses a combination of some Technic hinges as well as just some normal Lego clips to fuse the two pieces together, as you can create the truck blowing apart. Now, of course, I didn't want to make a big explosion, so the fire is included to recreate that, and the truck in half is supposed to recreate it being broken. For the junkyard, I didn't want to go too crazy either, as I still wanted to make the set relatively miniature. So for that, I used a couple of wing pieces for the base of the junkyard, just building it up and giving it a little bit of terrain there, as well as giving it some plants on the outside. The arch is in a sand green, which I think turned out good, and I think the combination of using these ladder pieces as well as these barbs pieces make the fence look really nice. Of course, there's also a garbage can on the inside, as well as a little street lamp posted out front using some candle pieces to build it up. And of course, here you have the set in its full action. Of course, all the figures out front with the build being displayed there. Of course, the truck is split in half with a bit of fire around there, and the junkyard is in the back. Of course, this set would not be complete without the box art, so here you guys have it, set 76926 Sidewinder's Ambush. The set comes with 296 pieces, features 2 minifigures, and a fairly fun build. I had a really fun time building this, as well as the box art was a nice challenge. Of course, I tried to incorporate the junkyard off to the side there while also having room on the street for the fire as well as the truck. And now moving on into the last set, starting off with our figures. For the first figure in the set, we of course have Sam Wilson. This is just the same outfit that I gave him in the set prior. The one difference I made was just including the shield from the polybag in this one, as he will need it to fight off our villain. Also included in the set is Joaquin Torres. Now this is also him in a civilian outfit, as I wanted to change it up instead of giving him his actual Falcon suit. For him, I designed just a brand new face expression there and just gave him some pre-existing torso pieces as well as just some brown pants there, of course with the Superman hairpiece in black. And now for our main villain, which I'm just so sad we didn't get a figure of him. Here is the leader, and he was a pretty difficult figure to design, as I didn't want to make too many brand new prints for him, but I also wanted to make a way that I could just model that big brain effect going on there. He comes with a pale green skin tone just to show that sickening kind of look that he has in the movie, while I also included his toothy grin and also all the creases on his forehead and throughout his face to give him that old sickening look, while also showing the effects of the gamma radiation on his forehead. I also included some bags behind his eyes, shown by that dark purple there, as well as one eye is white, of course, as in the movie. It does seem like he has lost the vision in one of them. For the build, I had a bit of trouble, as I didn't really know how to incorporate the leader into a functional Lego set. But I initially decided on his laboratory, where he is kept and detained away from any contact. The lab's design is fairly simple and follows kind of a display set aesthetic there. I also followed some reference images online to make it more accurate to what we see in the film. Of course, it is a dark gray room, so for that I created a wall back there, which I tiled off and included some grill pieces on the wall there just to add some ventilation. Also scattered throughout the build are a couple of lights there just to add to the illumination of the scene. Also including some translucent red around there to just lighten up the place and give it that creepy basement look that it has in the film. Also, there are a couple of printed pieces on the walls there, just showing some vitals, as well as maybe some speakers there too. And I also included a tool bench there with also some cabinets behind the scene of everything, a small table, as well as a couple of tools scattered throughout for the leader to engineer whatever he is building. The play features for the set were a little difficult to come up with, but I did want to include the scene where Joaquin is smashed into a table, so for that I made the build a little flimsy for the table, just two 2x4 flat tiles, just put on some 1x1 brick studs right there, just so that the table is able to collapse pretty easily once pressure is put on it. So of course there you can see Joaquin being smashed into the table. And while this is a long shot for Lego to include in a set, I added some of the pills that Thaddeus Ross takes to help his quote-unquote heart condition. And of course here you have the scene with all the figures featured in the build. Of course there is Sam with his shield, as well as Joaquin on the other side there, with the leader sitting in his chair right in the middle. And now for the final box art. Here you guys have it, set 76927, the leader's laboratory. This set actually comes with 340 pieces, features the 3 figures advertised, and I think the box art actually turned out really good. But there you guys have it. That is every set I created for Captain America Brave New World. And yes, I know I am late to the movie. It's actually 2 months ago the movie released. However, I just wanted to create some new sets, as I don't think the one we got last year really did the movie justice. Of course, the figures were really cool, getting a brand new Red Hulk and Captain America, but every figure that was created for this video are characters that were featured in the movie that just didn't get the love that they deserved. But there you guys have it, all of these sets I created for this movie. These were so fun to create, and I'm glad I was able to do the movie justice with these sets. If you guys did go on to enjoy the video, please make sure to subscribe and like the video, as it shows me what you guys like to see, as well as it pushes me out to more people who may also enjoy this type of content. Also, stay tuned guys, because the next video is going to be a really good one, and you guys won't want to miss it. But anyways guys, thanks.